Have you ever thought about why some individuals seem to attract true love effortlessly, while others struggle to find a meaningful connection? What if I told you that the secret isn't about appearances or surface-level compatibility? It's actually rooted in understanding the hidden psychological dynamics that forge unbreakable ties. Today, I'm excited to share 7 impactful psychological strategies. Drawing inspiration from the transformative insights of Carl Jung, these techniques will fundamentally alter how he perceives you, what emotions he feels for you, and ultimately, how he falls deeply and sincerely in love with you. Forget about cheap tricks or manipulative tactics. This is all about profound psychological principles that operate beneath the surface, where genuine attraction begins. By the end of this video, you'll discover how to activate these subtle triggers, creating a connection so robust that he feels not just drawn to you, but experiences an irresistible magnetism that transcends mere physical desire or logic. So, what makes these strategies so effective? They align with the human psyche rather than working against it. The most remarkable part? The 7th strategy is so potent that many who learn it see their relationships transformed almost overnight. But before we delve into that, we need to lay a solid groundwork. Picture this. Could you be the person he can't stop thinking about? Not because of your looks, but because of the deep emotions he experiences through you. Now, before we jump in, if you find this information valuable, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps spread this life-changing psychological knowledge to more people. And if you know someone who could benefit, share this video with them. You could truly make a difference. Let's embark on this journey into the intricacies of the human psyche, where enduring love takes root. Strategy number 1, the anima and animus principle, your gateway to profound psychological attraction. Carl Jung, with his insightful approach, introduced a groundbreaking idea. Within each of us lies the psychological energy of both genders. In men, this manifests as the female aspect known as the anima, while in women, it's the male aspect referred to as the animus. These concepts are more than theoretical. They are powerful psychological forces that shape our attractions and experiences of love. When you learn to consciously connect with a man's anima, something remarkable occurs. You forge a bond that transcends physical attraction or shared hobbies. You establish what Jung describes as a soul connection, a deep, almost mystical bond. Imagine tapping into something so profound within him that he feels understood in a way he never has before. It's not about molding yourself into what you think he desires. It's about reflecting the deepest parts of his soul, aspects he may not even recognize. The anima embodies the feminine ideal in a man's unconscious mind. When you learn to harness and activate this energy, an undeniable attraction blossoms as if it were meant to be. He feels not just drawn to you, but convinced he has finally discovered what he has been subconsciously seeking. Have you ever encountered someone and instantly felt a profound, inexplicable bond? It's as if you've known each other in a past life. That's the essence of anima and animus at work, a soul recognition that transcends rational thought. To awaken this energy, start by nurturing qualities that exude wholeness and depth. It's not about fitting into conventional gender roles. It's about embracing your true self. Showcase your strength alongside your vulnerability, your wisdom coupled with curiosity, and your ability to lead as well as to yield. When you speak, let it flow from a place of genuine emotional intelligence rather than calculation. And when you listen, do so wholeheartedly, fully present rather than merely biding your time to respond. These seemingly simple gestures ignite profound psychological shifts, bypassing conscious thought and reaching straight to his soul. Ask yourself, are you attempting to earn love through superficial means? Or do you have the courage to forge a connection that resonates at the deepest level? And what unfolds when we dare to embrace our own shadow? Strategy number 2. The shadow. Creating attraction through authentic vulnerability. Jung posited that one of the most potent aspects of our psyche is what he termed the shadow. Those parts of ourselves we conceal, suppress, or deny. These can be traits we deem unacceptable, weaknesses we are embarrassed by, or even positive attributes we hesitate to reveal. Many people go through life hiding these shadows, showcasing only their best selves. Yet here lies the paradox, my friends. Nothing fosters deeper attraction than the conscious, intentional, and authentic unveiling of selected shadow elements. When you mask your imperfections and vulnerabilities, you might believe you're enhancing your appeal, but in reality, you obstruct the path to genuine intimacy. True connection stems not from perfection, but from authenticity. When you share certain aspects of your shadow, two powerful transformations occur. First, you grant him permission to embrace his own shadow sides without fear of judgment. Second, an intimate familiarity develops that cannot be feigned or forced. Imagine the impact it has on him when he realizes he doesn't have to be flawless around you, that you can see his flaws and still choose him, not in spite of them, but because they are part of his true essence. This doesn't mean dumping all your insecurities on him at once. It's about revealing yourself thoughtfully, as a complete person. Perhaps you share a hidden fear, confess a personal challenge, or articulate a dream that leaves you feeling exposed. When approached with emotional intelligence, this creates a magnetic attraction. He will feel a sense of safety with you, perhaps for the first time in his life. And that feeling? It's utterly irresistible. He keeps coming back to you because, for the first time, he can finally drop the facade he's been wearing. But here's the pivotal question. Are you courageous enough to lower your defenses and reveal your genuine, imperfect self? What you've kept hidden for so long might just be the key to a love unlike any you've ever known. If this speaks to you, show your support with a like and share in the comments which strategy intrigues you the most. Your input helps this channel flourish, enabling me to continue sharing profound psychological insights. Now, let's dive deeper into the intricacies of the psyche with another important realization. Strategy number 3. Projection of the shadow. Become the mirror for what he struggles to see within himself. Jung made a significant discovery about the human mind. We often project unacknowledged shadow aspects onto others. Have you ever noticed how we can be captivated or unsettled by traits in others that we refuse to recognize in ourselves? This psychological pattern can spark one of the deepest forms of attraction when you consciously engage with it. By recognizing a man's shadow projections, you can serve as a psychological mirror for the parts of his soul he has yet to embrace. When he sees the unconscious aspects of himself reflected in you, a nearly mystical attraction forms. He feels drawn to you, often without understanding why, because through you, he reconnects with lost pieces of himself. This isn't about manipulation. It's about fostering a space for mutual wholeness. You assist him in understanding himself better while forging a deeper bond. For instance, if he struggles to acknowledge his own sensitivity or emotional depth, your willingness to embody those qualities can spark an undeniable attraction. He feels drawn to what he sees in you, but hasn't yet accepted in himself. Similarly, if he hasn't fully integrated his own inner authority and strength, your embodiment of these traits can evoke both tension and fascination. The key is to act with mindfulness and ethical intention. You're not manipulating his projections. Rather, you're creating an environment where he can recognize and reclaim these aspects, thereby deepening his connection to both himself and to you. What parts of himself might he be projecting onto you? And how can you cultivate a safe space for him to acknowledge and reclaim these projections, enhancing his connection to himself and to you? Strategy number 4. The energy of the anima in relationships. The silent attraction. Let's revisit Jung's concepts of anima and animus, but now let's explore how these inner energies foster a subtle yet powerful dynamic of attraction in romantic relationships. When you genuinely embody the qualities that resonate with his anima, you unleash an energy that creates an almost magnetic attraction. This pull operates beneath his conscious awareness. He might struggle to articulate why he feels such a strong connection to you, but on a deeper, soulful level, something profound is unfolding. His mind instinctively recognizes in your feminine energy the qualities that balance and complete his own masculine spirit. This attraction goes beyond mere physical beauty or surface-level compatibility. It taps into the underlying framework of his inner being, the fundamental sense of wholeness that exists within everyone. What's truly intriguing is that he often can't fully grasp what's happening to him. When his conscious thoughts can't encapsulate the depth of his attraction, the experience becomes even more powerful and enigmatic. He simply senses that being near you feels right in a way he can't quite put into words. This connection accelerates the journey towards genuine love. Because this bond forms on such a profound level, it bypasses many superficial phases of getting to know one another, diving straight into emotional recognition and a soulful connection. Have you ever thought that your most genuine self might be the key to unlocking his deepest capacity for love? By simply being true to yourself, you may trigger those hidden patterns that foster real and enduring attraction. What if the secret to being irresistible lies not in altering who you are, but in expressing your essence in a way that resonates with his innermost self? We've explored 4 powerful strategies so far, but the truly transformative effects are still ahead. If this resonates with you, please consider leaving a super thanks. Your support plays a huge role in helping us create insightful psychological content that delves far beyond surface-level advice. Now, let's dive into strategy number 5, mirroring and reciprocity. Reflect his energy while staying true to yourself. Carl Jung noted that deep emotional connections often blossom through what we might refer to as psychological mirroring. But this goes beyond simple imitation. It's a profound interaction where 2 individuals genuinely respond to one another, creating a mutual resonance. The real challenge is to offer this reflection without losing your identity in the process. If you try too hard to show him what you think he wants to see, you risk disconnecting from your true self, leading to a distorted image. While this may spark short-lived attraction, the foundation for a meaningful, lasting relationship will be lacking. Here lies the essence of Jung's teachings. True mirroring happens when you highlight the positive aspects of his energy while staying grounded in your own identity. This creates an intriguing tension. He feels acknowledged and understood, yet remains drawn to what makes you unique. It's like a dance where you occasionally sync with his rhythm while introducing your own distinctive moves, enriching the experience rather than simply replicating it. This delicate balance creates a magnetic dynamic that keeps the attraction alive and allows it to flourish. When you master this equilibrium, what unfolds is what Jung might refer to as recognition without merging. He sees a reflection of himself in you, yet he remains intrigued by the aspects of you that elude his understanding. This intricate psychological interplay fosters one of the strongest forms of attraction, as it satisfies 2 essential human desires: the yearning to be seen and understood, alongside the desire for growth and evolution. With you, he feels a sense of belonging, but never monotony. He feels secure, yet perpetually intrigued to learn more. Take a moment to ponder. Have you found the perfect balance between echoing his energy and maintaining your own distinct identity? Do you uplift him while staying authentic to yourself? The final key to unlocking the secret of true love lies in strategy number 6, the journey of individuation, where genuine love blossoms between 2 whole individuals. Carl Jung suggested that the ultimate aim of psychological development is individuation, the process by which one achieves wholeness by integrating both conscious and unconscious aspects of themselves. This insight holds a profound truth about lasting, authentic love. Many relationships falter because they're built on two incomplete individuals seeking to fill their voids through each other. Yet, Jung recognized that the truest and most enduring love flourishes between partners who are both committed to their personal journeys toward wholeness. When each partner is ready to engage in self-discovery, embrace their shadows, acknowledge their projections, and realize their potential, a relationship arises that thrives on mutual recognition and shared growth rather than dependency. This notion may seem surprising. The deepest connections do not stem from focusing solely on the relationship, but from each person's individual psychological development and supporting one another on their respective journeys. Have you ever contemplated what it truly takes to forge a love that endures? A relationship that not only nourishes you, but also inspires you to become your best self? Dismiss the superficial tactics and seductive tricks. If you seek profound depth, delve into the psychological realm, tapping into the heart of Jungian wisdom. Envision a graceful dance where each partner contributes their inner brilliance, not to complete each other, but to create a unique symphony together. This is the foundation of a relationship rooted in maturity and personal growth. By committing to your own path of development, embracing your shadows, nurturing your strengths, healing past wounds, and recognizing your inner patterns, your bond will naturally deepen. To embody this principle, prioritize your own growth while encouraging him to pursue his, not by trying to mold or direct him, but by offering him a safe space to explore his inner self without judgment. When he senses that his personal growth matters to you as much as your own, that you genuinely want him to evolve into the best version of himself, not just what you need, he will experience a transformative love like no other. He feels truly accepted for who he is, yet feels a spark to grow even further. Imagine how your relationship could shift if both of you committed to becoming more whole and aware. What if love blossomed not from a sense of lack, but from a place of inner abundance? And consider this: the most captivating aspect of you might not be your flaws, but your unwavering commitment to your personal growth as well as his. If you're finding these insights valuable, I invite you to support this channel with a super thanks. Your generosity empowers me to keep creating rich psychological content that dives deeper than mere surface advice. Every little bit helps spread these transformative concepts into the world. Now, let's delve into the seventh strategy: synchronicity and love. The invisible thread that weaves through your relationship. We've reached the final, and arguably the most intriguing psychological principle set forth by Carl Jung: synchronicity. Jung described it as those meaningful coincidences that defy cause and effect, yet seem to be guided by a greater cosmic force. In the realm of relationships, synchronicity appears in those magical moments when everything aligns perfectly. You think of him, and he calls at that very instant. You both utter the same phrase simultaneously. Life orchestrates encounters that draw you closer in almost mystical ways. While many dismiss these occurrences as mere chance, Jung viewed them as reflections of a profound soul connection. When two individuals resonate deeply, patterns emerge in the world around them, making that invisible bond both visible and tangible. Perhaps this is one of the most potent strategies, as it requires no conscious effort or techniques. It unfolds naturally when the other essential principles are already in motion. Once you've awakened your anima or animus energy, integrated your shadow, recognized projections, mastered true mirroring, and committed to your path of individuation, something remarkable occurs. The universe seems to harmonize with your connection. Doors swing wide open, obstacles fade away, and you experience a sense of lightness and depth that feels almost otherworldly. To embrace this principle, you must learn to trust the unconscious dynamics at play within your relationship. Rather than seeking to control every detail, begin to notice and follow the subtle signs and synchronous moments that spontaneously arise between you. This doesn't mean waiting idly for fate to intervene. It involves actively nurturing your bond through mindful listening, intuitive awareness, and authentic emotional presence. At this level, synchronicity can start to flow. It creates a positive feedback loop. The more you recognize and celebrate these meaningful coincidences together, the stronger your connection grows, which in turn invites even more synchronicities into your lives. The relationship begins to take on a life of its own, guided by forces that surpass individuality. Have you ever found yourself sharing such moments of perfect synchronicity with someone special? How might your relationships transform if you began to trust those intriguing connections instead of pushing them aside? Imagine if the most profound love isn't something you have to chase after, but rather something that emerges naturally when you align with the underlying patterns of true connection. Having delved into all 7 psychological strategies from Carl Jung, it's time to view them as an interconnected whole. This isn't about mechanically applying techniques. Instead, these principles represent inner attitudes that can profoundly shift how you see yourself and your relationships. True magic arises not from mimicry, but from integration, as you start to weave these insights into your authentic self. Begin with your own psychological development. Embrace your shadow self. Acknowledge your projections. Find balance in your inner masculine or feminine energies, and dedicate yourself to the journey of wholeness. The more aligned you are with yourself, the more effortlessly deeper relationships will blossom. Bring this psychological awareness into your connection with him. Foster an environment where both of you can be your true selves, where projections can be identified and resolved, where reflection coexists with individuality, and where synchronicity unfolds organically. The strength of these principles lies in their alignment with the natural structure of the human psyche, not against it. You're not trying to manipulate anyone. You're cultivating the inner and outer conditions that allow authentic, deep love to flourish between two whole individuals. As you weave these principles into your life, you'll notice a shift in the quality of your connections. Attraction deepens and becomes more intricate. Conversations take on new meaning. Conflicts become opportunities for shared growth, and those enchanting moments of synchronicity occur more often and with greater intensity. Embarking on the journey to true love through Jung's psychological principles isn't simple. It demands the courage to confront your shadow, the insight to see your projections, the patience to navigate the individuation process, and the faith in the mysterious dance of synchronicity. However, the love that blossoms along this path is unlike anything you've encountered before. It's not just a fleeting satisfaction, but a deep transformation. What if the most incredible love story of your life unfolds, not through techniques or strategies, but through your willingness to face the deepest truths about yourself and your partner? If you've made it this far, thank you for your dedication and openness to these profound psychological insights. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and share a note of appreciation if you found the content helpful. Your support enables me to continue creating meaningful psychological content that transcends surface-level relationship advice. Now, let's delve even deeper and examine how these 7 Jungian strategies interact, forming a powerful psychological framework for authentic attraction and love. After all, these principles aren't standalone techniques. They are interconnected elements of a greater whole. A comprehensive grasp of love that respects the intricate nature of the human mind is essential. Let's delve into the first approach, awakening anima energy and its connection with the 6th approach of individuation. As you grow more whole and integrated, you naturally start to embody traits that resonate with his anima, not out of pretense, but from living as your authentic self. As he journeys along his path of individuation, his animus becomes more aware and harmonized, allowing him to connect even more profoundly with your feminine essence. Now, consider the second approach, which involves confronting the shadow alongside the third, projection. By coming to terms with your own darker aspects, you cultivate the emotional maturity to avoid taking his projections to heart. You can discern when he is projecting unresolved issues onto you, and consciously use this reflection to enhance understanding and intimacy. The fourth and fifth approaches, engaging with your inner anima and animus, and utilizing psychological mirroring, work in perfect harmony. When you tap into these unconscious male and female energies, your reflections become intuitive rather than strategic. You express what genuinely exists between you, creating a wordless, archetypal dialogue that feels both mystical and natural. When all these components align, they set the stage for the seventh principle, synchronicity. This unfolds organically as you both embrace your shadows, integrate projections, live your polarities, and mirror one another while remaining true to yourselves, embarking on the journey toward your soul's completeness. This embodies the true magic within Jung's psychological approach to love. It alters your perspective on relationships and reshapes your reality. The line between your inner world and outer experiences begins to fade. Love evolves beyond mere emotion, becoming a powerful force that molds your shared reality. Imagine living in a relationship where the dynamics of your inner psyche and the external circumstances of your life flow together in perfect harmony. Now, let's explore how you can apply these principles in your everyday life and relationships. Understanding them on an intellectual level is just the starting point. To truly experience their deep, transformative power, you must embody them. Begin with self-reflection. Dedicate time each day to engage in psychological introspection. Journal about the shadow aspects you often suppress or wish to conceal. Notice when you project unconscious elements onto others. Pay attention to your dreams and instincts. They carry messages from your unconscious. Seek to harmonize your male and female energies within yourself, regardless of your gender. Then, bring this newfound awareness into your relationships. Foster an environment for open conversations where you can share your shadows without fear of judgment. When projections arise, gently acknowledge them, not as accusations, but as opportunities for self-discovery. Embrace the practice of conscious mirroring. Embrace the feelings and insights you receive from him, but stay grounded in your own reality. Support each other as you both grow into your individual selves, celebrating the distinct qualities each of you contributes to the relationship. Keep an eye out for those moments of synchronicity, those enchanting coincidences that signal you're on the right track. Rather than brushing them off as random occurrences, see them as reflections of your profound, unconscious bond. The more you consciously recognize and cherish these moments, the more often they will manifest. Remember, this isn't a quick fix for attraction. The principles introduced by Carl Jung resonate at a soul level, not merely at the ego surface. Real transformation unfolds at its own pace. Exercise patience and trust that love will emerge when you're genuinely prepared to embrace it. What sets these principles apart from typical relationship advice is that it focuses not on altering your behavior to seem more appealing to others, but on transforming your relationship with yourself. This inner shift naturally lays the groundwork for a deeper connection. Many individuals spend their lives striving to be more lovable, overlooking the unconscious patterns that truly influence who they attract and how their relationships evolve. They may work consciously with their words, actions, and gestures, yet remain unaware of the hidden forces that either foster or hinder genuine intimacy. Jung's groundbreaking insight was that true love doesn't start with finding the right partner. It begins with becoming the person ready to give and receive love. A whole, integrated individual who embraces both their light and shadow, as well as their conscious and unconscious selves. From this inner wholeness, you draw in relationships that reflect your authentic self, rather than your unresolved issues or unmet desires. This doesn't imply that you need to be flawless to find love. On the contrary, it means you must be willing to accept your imperfections with kindness, rather than concealing them or projecting them onto others. It involves committing to your psychological growth as an ongoing journey, not as a destination you must reach to be deserving. And therein lies the beauty of this approach. It transforms the relationship experience. Instead of grappling with anxious attachment, power struggles, or unconsciously repeating old wounds, you open the door to a partnership rooted in mutual growth, sincere self-expression, and profound soul connection. What if the relationship you yearn for isn't out there in the world, but naturally unfolds when you are ready within? As we wrap up this exploration of the 7 impactful strategies of Jungian psychology, I want to leave you with one last thought. The journey to love is inseparable from the journey of becoming your true self. They are one and the same. When you wholeheartedly commit to your own psychological development, acknowledge your inner shadows, harmonize your masculine and feminine energies, and embrace your unique path of individuation while trusting in the magic of synchronicity, you set the stage not just to attract genuine love, but to fully savor the richness of life itself. Perhaps this is the most profound gift from Jung. The understanding that love isn't about finding someone to fill a void within us. It's about becoming whole ourselves and then sharing that completeness with another who is also on this journey. So, are you ready to start this remarkable adventure? If you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on new content. And if you wish to support my work, a super chat would mean the world to me. Your support is vital in allowing me to continue creating meaningful psychological insights for you. Imagine a world where love isn't something we chase or plead for, but something we actively create. Do you have the courage to turn the page on this new chapter? On this journey, we learn that true love isn't about a frantic search. It's a beautiful dance between 2 complete souls who consciously choose to illuminate each other's lives. It's not about finding your missing piece. You are already whole, powerful, and vibrant, destined to attract someone who embodies that same essence. Just as 2 flames unite not out of necessity, but to shine brighter together, when you weave these principles into your life and relationships, remember, the aim isn't for someone to fall for you. The true aim is to fall in love with your authentic self and invite others to join you on this sacred path. For love that springs from authenticity and integrity transforms everything. It becomes a force that enriches your life, your partners, and extends to every interaction, every relationship, every conversation. A love that radiates, fostering awareness, connection, and genuine humanity. What if the love you're searching for isn't out there waiting to be discovered, but is something you can create by summoning the courage to confront these profound psychological truths? Perhaps the more pressing question isn't where to find love, but how to construct it from the very core of your being. Thank you for being part of this exploration of Jung's 7 psychological principles for authentic, deep, and lasting love. Every bit of support makes a significant difference in sharing these ideas with a wider audience. If you want to continue this journey, subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos. We'll delve even deeper into the psychology of love and the essence of being human. Thank you for your time. And remember, embrace both your light and your shadow, for it's this very integrity that will guide you to the love your soul yearns for. If you found this video enjoyable, we'd love for you to give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might appreciate these ideas. Thank you.